Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm recording this. I'm sorry. It's
No, it's okay.
this too good. I'm like, all right, let me go.
You're good. You're good.
That's
He's like content.
okay.
Yeah. Continue.
Okay,
Continue.
just speaking.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I definitely agree. A lot of trainers,
Yeah.
like, unfortunately, I've seen them like give up,
Yeah.
but you just got to take, how you said, that leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
And again, don't knock it till you try it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, and I wasn't even licensed at the time. And I tried it, man. And that thing's, I know. Look, don't look at me like don't look at me like that. I know y'all hate us. Y'all hate my kind. I already know. Like I
For
didn't.
me, no, I'm just joking. I was gonna say, like, oh, what were you coming up with? No, I'm just joking. Just joking.
I'm curious though. What's up?
You're wrong. Y'all wrong. She said what you were coming up with. That's messed up. Look, it was textbook workouts. Well, YouTube. It was YouTube. I was using YouTube.
He would just come here.
I was
like, yeah, you're going to jumping jacks for 30 seconds, and then after that, you're gonna do some mountain climbers.
Yeah.
I literally would send them to YouTube videos. I'm not even lying. I would copy and paste the link. I'd be like, go watch this, and then do this, and then you come back and tell me how you feel. Like that's. I was horrible.
I like how we both got quiet, then she got quiet.
That's funny.
Hey, y'all better leave me alone, man. I hated it though.
No,
I hated it.
You tried it. You didn't like it.
Exactly. Like it's like I love my client, but it was like babysitting. It's like man.
They don't talk about that.
I'm telling you, man.
I was literally talking about that with a trainer recently. I was like, bro, we're babysitters.
Yeah.
Literally, right? You agree?
Yeah. But we wouldn't have jobs.
No, of course. Yeah.
But I know. We gotta push them, show them the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But it is sometimes, hey, make sure you eat enough protein, make sure you drink your water, make sure you're getting enough sleep, make sure, and sometimes it's very hard for some people. And just getting like, sometimes it's not even like just the personal training, the training part. Sometimes it's just like kind of like some life coaching in a way.
That's exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Put on some order in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That, the mental aspect, you have the mental, you have the emotional, and then the physical. I think the physical is last. Like you actually have to get in their mind and allow them to even trust you. Like I had to work on, the person I had. I had to get her to trust me first in order to even do anything that I was actually saying. Now eventually I was doing my own study and things like that, and I was starting to kind of I had a little truth in there, Giselle. I had a little truth in there, there's a little something in there, but for the most part, yeah, it was kind of made up. But but just that whole aspect, of experience, like you said, Giselle. If I didn't try it, I probably would have still been like, man, maybe I could, maybe I'll enjoy this. Mm-hmm. And I know I far more enjoy this. Yeah, I enjoy this.
Yeah, everyone's different. Yeah.
Everyone's different. Exactly. I was waiting on a few other people to get in here. I think there's 2, maybe 3 more people. But they may hop in a little later. So we'll just keep going and whatnot. But Chanel, we'll put kind of the focus on you right now. And I guess
why? What are they?
Because this is your first time on my fitness Zoom call, my group fitness Zoom call. Yeah, so you special. You special. Let's highlight you for a minute. Seriously. Because I want to give you that spotlight to allow people who may need or want a personal trainer to check you out. So that's why I want to.
Giselle too, man.
She's always
the OG.
Yeah, girl. I'm always here, girl.
But she's an OG though.
Hey, but she's always. I'm getting tired of seeing Giselle's face on my. Nah, I'm
it's okay.
I'm playing. Nah, I love.
Are you in Georgia too?
No, I'm in California.
Oh, so what time is it? So it's 3 hours backwards.
Yeah, so it's 5:12 here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
It's in the past.
Yeah.
Work in the future.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, and how was the dinner with Mom, by the way, Chanel?
Oh, it was good. Listen,
it was good.
You guys gonna get all of me, but I was having my on-track meal. I mean, a slight deficit, but it's not so much of a deficit. I had something for my country. It's called a poutine, which is French fries, cheddar curds, and gravy.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
you from Canada, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, okay. That's interesting. Okay, but don't sound healthy at all. Don't sound healthy at all. Yeah.
There's a lot of carbs in there, a lot of fats, some protein. But hey, it's okay. Like the type of training I do, it's a balanced lifestyle with, something sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the way like I work with my clients. Yeah. I'm like, hey, it's okay. Like don't beat yourself up if you had like one cookie or two or whatever. Like I'd rather you have them and then you binge.
Facts.
And yeah, you see, like I don't know. It depends. Everybody has their own way to work. Yeah. Mine is more, I try like the sustainable approach and it has worked. So.
And that's what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about today. Can you outwork a bad diet? Like I think diet, to me, diet in the fitness community is a bad word. I don't know if y'all get that sense, but I get that a lot where like, if you mention a diet, people kind of get like mad. It's almost like, nah, don't tell me what to eat, or you're not gonna give me a keto, or like they automatically like start thinking about keto or 75 hard challenge, or just like stuff like that is kind of like restrictive, and they're like, oh, don't restrict me. So I want to pick your brains tonight to just kind of see, especially as personal trainers. So this is perfect, but I want to see, what exactly would y'all say in regards to, like a diet and the aspect of it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is there a middle ground? And can you outwork a bad diet? Or is there a such thing as a bad diet? So just all of that. But Chanel, we're going back to you. You just give us a brief summary, a short synopsis of how you started your fitness journey. I just want everybody to know
how I started.
Yeah, and what you do.
What I do? What did I do?
No, what do you do in terms of a personal trainer?
Personal training. What do I do? Well, I do weightlifting. Yeah, I'm in decline where they are physically, but I'm also a kettlebell trainer, corrective exercise specialist. I did my certified personal trainer certification. And then 2 years down the line, I did the RKC, Russian Kettlebell certification. That was intense. That was cool. I have to do it again in 2 years, and I'm like dreading it because it's really hard physical. And then I'm doing CNC right now, certified nutrition coaching.
Nice.
Certifications, that's another one. Nice. But as much as I do, I'm pretty much like a functional trainer, I would say. Yeah, nice. Corrective exercise, yeah. And weight loss too.
And weight loss. Nice.
Because it's personal training. Not everybody has the same goal. So.
Facts. I'm glad you said that. I'm actually glad you said. I never really thought of it that way. But not every personal trainer is thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, like I won't like train people that have, for example, like sports injuries.
Yeah.
Or like how can I say? You could train some athletes, but some athletes for like NFL and stuff. I would send them to like another trainer that's refer them out.
Wow.
Or people that just got into an accident. That's for physical therapists.
Right. True.
And that's another thing.
Wow.
You just gotta know who you're working with.
Facts. Have y'all turned those type of clients down? Giselle and Chanel, have y'all turned athletes or people who were in car accidents, stuff like that?
Right now, sorry. Go.
Go.
Oh, okay. Right now I'm training someone who was in a motorcycle accident. Wow. So, he was in a motorcycle accident years ago, but his knee has been bad ever since.
Wow.
And actually a few months ago, while he was training with me, he got knee surgery. So I've been helping him strengthen his knee, and he's been doing really good.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah, but like I let him know too, like, okay, like go to your doctor, let me know what they say, like stuff like that, you know.
And then exactly.
Yeah, like I obviously let him know that too, like, I can definitely help you strengthen it, but he's definitely been improving a lot. Wow. So I'm excited for him. Yeah.
That's good. Dope. That's really good. That's really dope. Nice.
Man. I
get what she's saying.
It was what?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, good.
What'd you say?
No, I was saying, like, I get what you're saying though too, because it really depends. Like, yeah, if they're really trying to like train for like professional type of stuff, it's like, yeah, like, you might want to look for someone. Yeah, it really depends. It just, yeah.
I love that. I love it. Thank you, Chanel. No, and also your fitness journey. How did you start it? You're not gonna get away. Come on.
So, well, I think we all like start somewhere. Mine started with weight loss. I was almost 200 pounds. So my doctor was like, hey, if you don't like, stuff where if you don't work out, if you don't do anything, you can end up with diabetes, some illnesses. And I was also a drinker. So that's another thing. But I got sober like a year down the line.
Nice.
A year or two. No, 2 years into the fitness journey.
Nice.
So that was way after. But still, I started the gym, doing cardio. And then I did, I was doing like some weightlifting. Like I went to the gym before, but like in high school and stuff, it was not like consistent like that.
Yeah.
But, I had to hit a low and a reality check. And that's, I need to get better for my health.
Exactly.
And it was a calorie deficit. It was strength training. It was cardio.
I love it.
You can't lose weight if there's no calorie deficit.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you need a calorie deficit.
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic. Yeah.
That's another thing.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother one. That's probably gonna be the next topic. Is it just the calorie deficit? Is it only through calorie deficit that you can? Right. Is it only through calorie deficit that you can actually burn fat? That's another topic. Giselle and Chanel. So, hey, you know what? It's debated. It's debated. I think that I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of different type of stuff, but I lean heavy towards the calorie deficit. But I don't know. I'm not sure about y'all. So it'll be another one. What? She put Giselle quiet. Look. Giselle quiet too.
All the diets, they'll come back down to a freaking calorie deficit. That's all I gotta say. Okay? That's all. Keto diet, 3, 6, or whatever. All of these things.
Yeah.
It's if you take a fat burning pill, which I don't recommend because I don't believe in that shit. Sorry, but I don't know if you guys are. If I say like the curse word sometimes.
No, you good.
It's not gonna be sustainable. Yes, you're gonna burn fat, but that's gonna put you in a calorie deficit because you're sweating more. Everything metabolism is faster, so for a little bit.
Hey, well, we're gonna bring it up. That's another topic. But thank you so much for sharing. I wanted people to know who you were. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know who you are because again, I would cycle my content with you in it. But let's get to the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? Can you outwork a bad diet? Again, that's something that I think a lot of people try to do, me myself included. I try to sometimes eat like crap, and I'm like, you know what? As long as I'm getting my cardio in and I'm lifting my weights, I'm good. And then I look in the mirror after I got the shower, and I'm like, where the 6-pack at though? So and again, so it goes to show me that I'm in a surplus in some capacity because I'm not burning. So again, going back to that whole aspect of diet, it seems like it always ties back to that when it comes to health, at least for me. I could do a whole bunch of stuff. But if I'm eating like crap, I can, no matter how much I walk or no matter how much I work out, my blood work may not come back the way I want it to or something like that nature until I clear up my food. But then I've also noticed that I can eat right and not work out, and the blood work and stuff can start to clear up. So that's it's very funny how that works for me. But again, that's why I wanted to dive into the topic, because it just seems to be a very important emphasis on nutrition. So let me find my notes here. Where are we today? Okay. Can you outwork a bad diet? So what is a diet in terms of fitness for Chanel and Giselle? What's a diet? Personal trainers.
Who's going first?
I was waiting.
Either one.
You go, Giselle. You can go.
Take your time.
I'm always going first.
Thank you. A diet. It's just kind of like a regimen that you stick to when it comes to food. Like, what are you gonna have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks? Or even then, I mean, everyone does it differently. Some people have three main meals. Some people have like 5 to 6, whatever works for them. Everyone's kind of different with that. But a diet is just kind of like something that you stick to, and it just consists of what you eat on a day-to-day basis, basically.
I love it. I love it. Chanel?
Exactly. It's a routine. What are you going to do to stick to your routine? What are you going to ingest? Do you prioritize your food intake? It depends. Everybody's different. Like Giselle said, some people, they They can eat small meals with snacks in between. They can eat like the whole meals. Honestly, it's not a one size fits all. Okay, because you could still be in a calorie deficit if you ate one big meal, or you could be in, you know. And I want to tell you, Trey, you're not losing weight. You're not in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
I just gotta say. I mean,
go ahead. No,
that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, burn fat. I mean,
yeah, you strong with the calorie deficit.
Because it's different.
I know you. Yeah, you preach calorie deficit. You preach calorie deficit like
that's the only way. That's the only way. Okay. It doesn't matter what diet you're doing. It's gonna be a calorie deficit. Calorie deficit in the middle, and then you have keto diet. You have all of them. Okay.
Hey. You know what, man? Since you want to push this calorie deficit, I'm gonna push something else on you. Nah, for real, because you keep coming back. So I want to ask you this: you and Giselle. What? Okay, if it's about the calorie deficit, because it's something I always hear. If the calorie deficit is the only way to lose weight, then does that mean that I have to track my calories? Do I have to download the MyFitnessPal? Do I have to download the app, or can I just eat intuitively? Like I always hear people are like, I can eat intuitively. I don't have to count. I can eat as much as I want to, or I know what my body takes in order to be in a calorie deficit. Like, do you have to track the calories?
At first, yes, because you don't know if you're in a calorie deficit or not. You need to know how much you're eating. It's the tool. It's a tool like anything else. It's a tool like the scale. That's a tool. And then afterward, down the line, you'll know if you're in a calorie deficit or not. If you're going to sleep at night, you feel hungry. Obviously, you should be in a calorie deficit most of the time. But what you need to know, it's a tool. You need to know, sometimes like you can just not be sure, or if the calories you can be overeating. Without knowing, all the oils, everything. That's chip that you're eating in between. When you don't know what to eat, you're like, man, I really want a chip. I'm just gonna have one. Or if you're in front of the TV, distractive eating. Sorry, my accent. I mean, so you're like, So yes, tracking just to have an idea of what you're intaking to make sure. What's the word? Giselle?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you can guess. You think you're guessing your calories, but you probably overdoing it. No.
I get what you mean. Like you're just
overstimulating. Yeah.
Like overestimating.
Oh, okay.
Overestimate. You overestimate a lot. Underestimate the amount of calories you're intaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could think like, oh, it's not a lot, and next thing you know, like you put the serving size in the portion, it's a lot. And that's why sometimes they even say more than tracking, technically you should weigh the food, because when you weigh the food, it's different. Like it's a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller. They say, like, I mean, if you're really trying to be that accurate, like they say, like, you need to weigh the food too, just to be as accurate as possible. So I agree with her for sure. You have to,
at least in the beginning, just to give you an idea. I do it with unless they have like a food oh my god, a food eating disorder, then sometimes that can trigger them, so you have to always have that talk and maybe refer out, because sometimes you can't really, or you ease into it, but you have to see who you can help with first, because sometimes it could be very triggering for them.
That's what I was about to say, because I know some people No, go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No, you go.
You're fine. Go ahead.
No,
I'm not going. You go ahead.
No, it's like if I have this dietitian friend, like I would have referred them out to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, because she can help. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, but I love that. I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad. Like that's why I love. Y'all can cut me off anytime, because these are really good topics. That I love to I love to pick you all's brain on, and I love to pick everyone's brain on. Like, I pick people's brain in the DMs about this stuff all the time. And one thing I always hear too that's very common is I don't look at the scale. What do y'all think about that? I wanted to actually, I look at people, or I have people that I've talked to in the DMs, and they're like, yeah, stop looking at the scale, and I'm just doing me. And I look at my clothing. They say, I hear a lot of that. Like, okay, I measure myself by my clothing, but I don't look at the scale, because sometimes the scale doesn't factor in the muscle that you gain. Or like, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that the scale is useless?
No.
I don't think it's useless. You can use it as a guide. Just don't be obsessed over the number. That's the thing. Like, it's all middle ground. Like, don't be obsessed over the number, but like, sure, you could use it if you want to, like, because if someone really wants to lose, let's say 30 pounds, I mean, you do have to weigh yourself to know if you're on track or not, right? So it's just all about not getting so reliant on it. You have to understand it doesn't factor muscle, bone density, water weight, like, so you just have to remember that.
Oh, that's good, Giselle. I'm glad that you, because when I was a personal trainer, you know what I mean? Hey, I do y'all better chill out, man. Hey, look, I was a personal trainer. Look, uncertified, but certified trainer. But when I was a personal trainer, it would be the water percentage that would change. It would fluctuate with this app she had. She had an app, and it would fluctuate, and it would just cause a lot of weight to factor into the scale. And I would be like, damn, man, like, how do I get rid of this thing? So we would kind of like try to play around with the numbers. And I was like, okay, because I was pretty good in math, because, with a computer science background, I kind of knew how to work formulas, but I didn't necessarily know about the body. So I was like, you know what, let me try to play around with this, this element of like water percentage, or like, what was it? Body fat percentage. And I would try to deduct that from the weight. I was trying to like somehow see how I could deduct that from the weight to get an accurate reading of how much muscle she was gaining or how much fat she was losing. I'm not sure if y'all do that, but that's what I was trying to do, to just kind of help her see where she was actually decreasing in body fat percentage. But her muscle was making her feel like, because the scale was going up, she was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, no, you have to look at that. You are losing body fat percentage, but your doggone muscle. So you need to, like, she was like, but I don't want to gain muscle. So it was just a lot of stuff. But yeah, I love what you said, Giselle. And you, Chanel, would you say the same thing? That
it's a data point. Like my clients, I tell them like twice top a month, and we do the monthly check-ins.
Yep.
And we do measurements, body circumference. We do before and after pictures, and I tell them wear the same clothes.
Oh, wow.
I do the same. I literally do the same thing. Yeah.
See,
we know. Like,
hey, I'm in here too. I get it. I get it out now, man. Y'all gonna stop leaving me out.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool, because there's not. I like to see other women in the industry. Absolutely. And it's not about, bashing each other. It's, gotta help each other in this game.
No, you're right. You're right. You're exactly right.
It's nice to relate, to hear that you're not alone in certain things.
Exactly. And that's a beautiful thing. That's why I admire both of you. I know I told y'all that earlier in the call, but again, I admire y'all so much. Okay. Thanks. Is there a such thing as a good or bad diet? Or can we eat whatever to be healthy? Like, is there a good diet, bad diet? Do y'all kind of subscribe to that? Or can we just eat whatever and be healthy in moderation?
Well, I think there are bad diets. Like, there's like the military diet, like you barely eating. Like,
oh, wow.
Like, and I've done that before.
Whoa.
Yeah, horrible. She's like that. She's like, you
we have to try stuff. We have had to try some to understand.
Like it's terrible. Like, it's literally like, you're feeding off like your body's practically just feeding on your fat because you're barely eating.
Wow.
I think there are bad diets out there, like things like, sure, they say it's like healthy eating, but like you have to understand, like, there's something called maintenance calories. Maintenance means your body needs that amount of calories to just function, for your hormones, day-to-day functioning, your organs to be working. Like, it's a lot of like science, but everyone has their own maintenance calories just for their body to sustain themselves every day.
Is that what the BMI is based off?
BMI is height and weight.
Yeah.
Body mass index. Now you talk about BMR, basal metabolic rate.
Yeah.
That's what you're referring to, I think. Yeah, that's what she's
okay.
Wow,
that's dope, because I actually didn't know about that. So for each person, there's a certain amount of calories that maintenance, like you said, maintenance calorie intake that we all have, and it's different for everybody.
Yeah, because everyone's different. Yeah, it depends on your activity levels, your age, like your age, your weight, your body fat percentage. It depends on that. Yeah.
Wow.
If you're on your gender
factors.
It depends on your sex, if you're male or female. Yeah.
How do you determine this though? Like, is there like an app or something? Like, how do you get that?
Yeah, there's like a calculator, a TDE calculator. You go online and you do that. Yeah. I kind of forgot why I brought that up. I'm sorry. Wait, what was the question?
No, you are good.
Bad diet. There's a bad diet.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there are like bad diets. And I think there's like, better diets where like you are eating at least at a maintenance to sustain yourself and eating healthy foods and not eating too much junk food. Because like ultimately, if you're eating too much junk food, even if you are, well, this is my opinion, even if you are in a caloric deficit, like you're still eating, trans fats, artificial flavors, processed, a lot of processed stuff, chemicals, like
what?
I'm out of my face because you're talking about like I've been going through a little limbo here, so dang. But you're right. Keep going. I feel it.
Well, yeah. Like I'm just saying, like it's all gonna catch up to you. Eventually. Like I mean, eating that like I'm talking like every day, like consistently, like
yeah. No, I'm fine.
What you're not telling us, Trey?
Yeah, what do you? Yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now. I'm like, I've had those days. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's just, there are good and bad diets, I feel.
So you could be losing weight, is what you just said. You could be in a calorie deficit, or you could be in a calorie maintenance, or you could be in a calorie surplus and be eating all this junk food. And even though you may be losing weight in a deficit, like you said, you still could be eating crappy food that contains crappy ingredients that still affects your health.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's not a trend.
No, yeah, go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, no, I was going to say just one more thing, because I've talked to people with that type of like mentality, like, oh, as long as you're in a caloric deficit, you're good. I'm not going to lie, it literally... it aggravates me. No, like it really stirs something in me when I hear people say that, because to me it's like, you don't like, okay, all of that crappy food, like, do you not think that affects your organs? Do you not think that doesn't affect your brain? Food affects your brain. The food that you eat affects your heart. Your heart's a muscle. Like it affects everything. Like there's a lot of things that I was talking about this with my client recently, like a lot of the foods here in America are the things that cause a lot of health problems that people have, like cancer,
diabetes,
like a lot of it is in the food that we eat. Like it's crazy. But yeah, sorry, I just had to say that. But go ahead.
you got us all feeling bad around here now. But
no, even today I like indulged. I went to a steakhouse, so I was eating good. But I'm just saying, like when you do that, like
all the time.
Yes, all the time. Like that's what I'm trying to,
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh wow, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just got I got a message from someone who's trying to join. They were like, I've been trying to join for 10 minutes. What?
Whoops.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
Somebody got distracted.
No. They actually
too much fun.
Too much fun. Too much fun. Yeah, I'm gonna blame you. When they come in here, I'm gonna tell them you were. No,
listen, don't get me started.
I don't know why she wasn't able to join. Okay, so I'm actually on the next question, and I'm gonna try to deal with this. But okay, well, Chanel, you didn't answer.
Yeah, she needs to answer. Yeah.
Yeah. So good or bad diet? Do you believe in either
I
or?
believe,
Yeah.